Hello everyone, and welcome to Retro Book Club! I have finally caught up on sleep just in time to be able to pass out midway through this episode. I sure hope that does not happen. I am your host, EliGamerX, and I am joined by, this time around, 3 wonderful voices inside my head. I am joined by Ashley.
I need to fuel my Mario Kart edition.
I am joined by RoxanneNova.
You want fries with that?
And I am joined by a newcomer onto the show. Please welcome on in EliGamerX.
Pretty cure for life.
Alright, we have the players and we have the game, so all that's left is to take a look at the order. We also do have Teravan as part of this week, but is having some internet issues, so maybe popping in here later. But that's unfortunate because Teravan's game is up first. Up second is going to be my game. Third is going to be EliGamerX. Fourth, Ashley. And lastly, RoxanneNova. So, let's get started with the first game for tonight from Teravan. Now, even if Teravan's not here to talk about the game we got coming up here, I'm moderately familiar with this game. Maybe not the specific version of the game, but I played the NES one. But Teravan has given us the Game Boy version of this game. It's not a good one, that's for sure. I know we got some laughs out of what Teravan brought last time around, because that's, I think, when Teravan brought Dragonfire. Or Dragonheart, rather, I think is the game. Yeah, Dragonheart. That's the game name. Continuing that Game Boy trend with something that's probably going to be a little less good, even though Dragonheart wasn't really that great to begin with. This is Wayne's World for Game Boy.
What the?
This is going to be a
I'm sorry, that took me completely off guard. Oh my god.
The fuck?
Have you not seen Wayne's World?
I've seen the AVGN episode of it.
Well, if you
Somewhat familiar.
If you see the NES version, from what I played the Game Boy version, it seems to more or less be the same game.
Like, honestly, I'm not too familiar with most of the stuff. Like, like the surprise of like just seeing what's what is what kind of compelled me a bit.
Yeah, you never know what you're gonna get. Sometimes you're gonna get something good. Sometimes you're gonna get Wayne's World on Game Boy. I'm sorry.
Hey, it's not Knuckles Chaotix. I'm joking.
Yeah, number 1 Knuckles Chaotix
Like
hater
that.
here. So yeah, everyone
That's
go ahead
fair.
and load up Wayne's World.
They really wanted you to know it's Wayne's World.
Yeah.
They really, really wanted you to know.
It's sad we don't have the, what is it, the Super Nintendo version that has, like, the extreme close-up. It's so stupid.
Is my feed showing anything?
I'm not seeing anything on your feed.
Okay, there we go. It just took a bit.
Yeah, now I see it. I do not see anything on Eli's feed either.
Sorry,
at
I
this.
didn't see anything either myself. Like, I tried changing the window.
In worst case, if it's...
Oh.
Oh, there it is. I see it now.
Wayne's World Pinball Land next.
We could see a game clear, because I don't... Much like the other game that's very much plays like this, Rocky and Bullwinkle, or at least the NES version, it's not a very long game. But it can definitely be a mean one. Alright, well, I'm ready to go and everybody else is.
I am ready spaghetti.
Alright. I don't hear any objections, so starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wayne's World. Party time. Excellent. So you do at least get to start with a gun, because I believe Garth gets to use a gun, but Wayne, when you get to...
Oh, I didn't have my controller on. Oops.
Oh, no.
That was supposed to be on ages ago.
Also, you can see the...
Turn on the controller first.
You can see the Wayne's World logo in the top left in case you've forgotten what game you're playing.
I think most people would forget what they're playing with this game, to be fair.
I think most people would want to forget what they're playing. I forgot also how strict the timer is. I think it's generally just keep walking to the right and you'll find the exit. Yeah. Party on, Garth. Party on, Wayne. I'm sad that they don't have the Bohemian Rhapsody scene this because there's in the movie, I think it's one of the the opening scene is just a bunch like Wayne, Garth, and some of their friends in the car singing Bohemian Rhapsody, and that's in the 16-bit versions. It's not a very good version of the song, but it's there.
Well, looks like there's no gun with the other character.
Yep, nope, you're limited to just kicks with Wayne. So,
Roadhouse.
good luck.
House. Oh wow, this.
Oh yeah, and there's
Kicks.
boss fights. Forgot about that.
Oh my god, they have the fucking E canisters for fucking Mega Man in here.
Yeah.
That's literally what the health is. It's just the letter E. That's funny.
I need to sneak in a bit closer. Nope. I
Is there
died.
no jumping in this game?
You can jump.
It's B. Well, I think it's mapped B.
It's
I
A
don't
for
know.
me.
Oh,
So
well,
it's-
it's an Xbox controller. I'd probably explain that.
Otherwise, it might be
I have an Xbox Series controller, so I press B to essentially it's mapping to
Yeah.
Nintendo A to B.
yeah. It'd be your right face button, basically. In theory.
Well, I died.
Yeah, it's gonna happen quite a bit. Whoop. Let's see if we can have a bit of a better time against this boss. There we go.
It's funny that this game is put on here because I was recently watching a video on SNL movies.
Yeah, because Wayne's World was originally just an SNL skit. And then they made it a full movie. And there was a second movie, I'm pretty sure.
Any SNL movie that gets a sequel is typically not good.
Yeah. Well, it's still what I've seen of Wayne's World 1, the movie. It's a bit of a classic when it comes to comedy. I'm reminded of stuff like the cue card scene. And anybody who's seen Wayne's World knows exactly what I'm talking about.
I need to watch the movie, but I do know that it was
No stairway. Denied.
but I definitely know it's a very popular, impactful movie. I just haven't seen it.
limit?
Oh my god.
Get some donuts.
This
Yep.
this enemy right here.
It's from the donut shop, clearly.
Okay, I know how to get it now, but that's
Get the last donut, Wayne. Yeah. Oh, and I got an extra life. Hell yeah. 'Cause I don't think you get any continues in this game, if I remember right. Just the lives you get on hand is what you got to work with. Who's playing tonight? Yeah, the lousy Beatles. No relation to the shitty Beatles. Are they good? They suck.
what happened? Why is that over? Oops. I went fast forward with my controller. It just showed a real life picture, a very scrunched up Game Boy picture.
Oh yeah. Oh, you should see the picture of Wayne that they use in the NES version when you go between stages. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Ow! I'm playing the worst game of Donkey Kong in my goddamn life.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah, stage 2, or whatever you may define stage 2. The second Garth stage. You have to jump over barrels. And it
is
is
a-
there's a lot
That's when
more.
an enemy is kicking my ass.
a lot more of a pain than you would think. Uh-oh. Jump over again. Oh, did I get you? Yeah.
Is that the game over screen?
Oh yeah, that's another good one. Denied.
That I should make that an emote in another server.
It's a really good face. Jump, jump. Kick, kick, kick.
I mean, at least I know how to play this game now.
I'm sorry.
But it's good. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
I don't think my thing is working.
Oh, is your controller being a butt?
No, I'm looking at your stream. My feed isn't working right.
Oh, it's...
Because I've been playing the game and it's just like stuck on the pause screen.
Hold on, let me try refreshing that then. Terravan was having internet issues, Anikiki, so that's why. I see it moving now. It might just be behind or something, I'm not sure. I don't know how far behind it is.
Like, I like, yeah, hit by the boss, but somehow that got me into the door.
Oh, these hitboxes on these enemies, oh lord.
She's a babe, swing.
Do you think whoever finishes, if someone finishes it tonight, do you think they're gonna have the speedrunning record for this game?
They could. I mean, I'm making pretty good progress through the stage so far. I just got to the second donut shop.
I know, like, I think it was a month ago I interacted with someone who, on Blue Sky speedran, what was it, Flushed Away for PS2. It was awesome.
Oh god. I mean, there's a, I know there's a marathon called, it's called License-a-thon, where all the games that are speedrun in it are licensed games.
Yeah. That guy specifically...
How do I get out?
That guy was on... Oh my god. Lord. I just keep dying.
Oh, are you in the donut shop, by chance? I see the timer. Or it looks like a different timer. Oh, actually... Oh, this is vibrating. Garth! If that's the stage I'm thinking of, you might need to go up to the top left.
I just hit the second donut shop myself.
Nice. It can't go that way. Can I jump up here? Alright, to the right we go then. Oh no!
Getting shoved in between both of the enemies is not a good feeling.
Dive kicking ninjas. So anyway, this game may not be well designed. I regret to inform you.
There was a certain point where I couldn't see what I was running into when I fell.
Shoot the cat! There. Oh no. I want to at least make it to the next checkpoint. Some HP will help a little bit.
I fell on my keys.
And I'm back at this boss.
Oh fuck yeah, that power-up's gonna be so nice.
I
Yep.
actually feel bad for AVGN having to do a video on this game.
That CD boss is such a butt to fight.
Well, it was one of the games.
Yeah, because he also did the Super Nintendo one. I know that. Which has... I'd say the Super Nintendo version is a little bit better than this version, but it's got its own problems. Namely being one of those, where the fuck do I go kind of games.
I think I'm already experiencing that.
I mean, in this game, with some exceptions, it's generally go from left to right. So, at least it's kind of consistent.
I mean, like I said, I've never...
Guys, you're always chasing me.
Also, hi, Jay.
Yeah, hi, J Emerald. Welcome in! Get that last
Of
donut,
course,
me!
the first thing Jay says in chat would be chicken jockey.
Of course.
Maybe it's because you just watched the movie.
It's a good
Probably.
show.
Maybe that was a lie.
You know, the contracts in the studio. Let's go
He's
get
been
them.
saying that for like a month.
Oh no, I'm getting attacked by TV screens now. I've hit that point in the game. I also want to say, is this the point where if I fall, I just immediately die? Okay, we're not quite at that point yet. But it is probably going to get to that
They
point.
die, but
Screen, nope, nope, nope.
Oh my god, I just got past it.
me.
Where am I going?
Do not enter. Too bad I'm entering. I would imagine, like, I thought the door that I saw you in front of earlier looked like it was the exit. It looked like one of those exit doors. Oh, God. Oh, no, this sucks. This is a stage I gotta kind of do in the dark. Oh, boy. So, yeah,
Oh,
if you
key.
So yeah, if you ever played like Stop and Go Station in Donkey Kong Country,
So now it works.
yeah, this stage is more or less that.
Truth be told, when I think of Wayne's World, I don't think of a Metroidvania. And I've not even seen the movie.
Well, again, may I point you to the Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis version? That's definitely got a lot of Metroidvania elements to it in all the wrong ways.
Yeah.
Very maze-like.
Yeah.
Also, call me Homer Simpson with how many donuts I'm eating right now.
Yeah.
If you ate that many donuts in real life, I think you would get quite sick.
Oh,
The
fuck.
door.
Okay. You go up this way next. Right.
Oh my god!
Can I reach that?
Funny
Oh,
as
fuck,
that
I
guy.
can't. We're still good. We're still good. Keep running, Wayne.
Dude, I'm doing like Street Fighter moves.
Ah, god damn it. I missed the jump and now I'm like very early into the stage again. Oh, this sucks. I can make this jump? Yeah, I am. Okay. God, now I'm gonna just have this whole stage memorized.
Oh, this barrel.
That is not a good feeling to have a stage memorized in Wayne's World.
And, well, the enemy just disappeared, so cool.
This way.
No, not.
Roadhouse.
Can we make this jump this time? Hell yeah, we can.
House.
Am I out of here? I'm out of here and on to the next part of the game. This is more Stop and Go Station baloney. Great. Oh, and it gets even worse. Love that.
Oh.
Okay, turn the light on again. I don't remember how many stages this game is, but I think I'm getting close-ish to the end.
Donut.
Keep consuming the donuts.
Time to shoot people.
Jump.
Back away, fat guy. I'm out of here.
Oop. Okay, I was really hoping that was not going to be over a pit, thank God. Alright, do I get another donut shop? Sure do.
The game was weirdly lagging in, like, one specific spot.
Too much Wayne's World action going on.
I'm waning out.
Waning all over the place.
I knew it.
I remember some of the other fun scenes, because there's definitely been some scenes that have been getting quoted in chat from Wayne's World, the movie. Oh, I'm not getting the extra life from this one, I don't think. Nope.
Oh, he said the swing thing.
He said the line, Bart! Go and get Benjamin. We'll have to go up the outside of the building. Be careful when it's mega windy out there. Yeah, this...
I mean, I'll be honest, with like a special stage, if I was making a game about just like a guy, I absolutely would just make the special stage getting donuts in a donut shop. I will just be so real with that.
Oh god, yeah, this...
Oh yeah.
They weren't kidding
so
about the
good at
stage
this
being
game.
windy. Because, yeah, this game really needed wind as a gameplay mechanic. Oh, come on.
Ah, yes, the classic Street Fighter tactic of crouching kick.
Never underestimate the crouch kick. Everybody keeps underestimating it for some reason. That's their own goddamn problem. I think I can drop down here. Nope. That was a lie. Yeah, now all my lies are going down the drain.
Alright, let's see.
Okay. Just trying to make it... What? Come on.
Time for Donkey Kong again.
Oh, some of these enemies are quite
Oh,
persistent. Also, some of them are just bullet sponges.
Yeah,
Like playing Resident Evil.
yeah, me right. Someone did... Oh, I should have just done that in the first place. Oh, I'm a fool.
You know, I'm surprised. As far as I know, I'm surprised. Like, I haven't seen like that one Resident Evil like Game Boy Color like tech demo like done on RBC before.
I think it has been done before. Resident Evil Gaiden, I think, is what you're thinking of.
Yeah, it was actually really impressive because I played it and I was like, yeah, no, it's like you can tell it's a Game Boy Color game, but it's pretty good, like for a tech demo.
It's got some charm to it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm not
Something
being...
like
You mean I
that.
gotta shoot a cat?
I've lost way too many lives in this stage. I am not beating the game here.
I do think a Resident Evil game would have worked better on like the GBA or like early DS though.
There was one on the
Unless there
Gamecom
was
if you want to
one.
look there.
Wait, was there one on the Nokia N-Gage?
I don't know with any certainty, but probably. There was a Tony Hawk on there in Tomb Raider. Why not a Resident Evil?
When are we getting N-Gage support?
Good lord. God,
Yes,
that's just
true,
reminding me
that's
of
what
when...
one.
That just reminded me of when I went to PAX, and, there was a Bomberman tournament there, and the only two signups were myself and one of my Bomberman buddies, and, they had some N-Gages on them, and like, you want to just make the tournament, Bomberman for the N-Gage instead? And I'm like, sure. Yep, that's game over for me,
That's
I think.
funny.
Yep,
I'm
I'm being
denied!
attacked by the television.
Experimented with some of the old, like, Japanese mobile Bomberman games.
Oh, there you go.
I don't think I've
there were
gotten a game over
actually
yet.
A lot of the Bomberman games for mobile devices.
I got
I'm being
denied.
attacked by the television again.
I'll keep going for a bit, but I'm definitely not getting back to where I was, so I'm gonna move on when everybody else is... Oh, Ashley's gotten vibrating Darth.
If I do die one more time, I'll just probably stop playing because
Sure. I mean, I'm gonna keep...
I'm done playing.
I mean, I'll keep
Oh
playing.
I'm
boy,
gonna keep playing until I get another game over.
I got a game over.
Ripperooski.
That's what I meant by dying, because I knew I was gonna get a game over.
I mean, otherwise, we got like 10 minutes left on the clock, so still got time to enjoy this game. Yeah, that's the word
I
we'll
don't
go
know
with.
what happened, but
True.
apparently I didn't I may have just soft locked myself.
Ah, yes, the sign of quality, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah, you got stuck in a wall. I think that's the note to go out on with this game.
Amazing.
It's really the big part was like getting soft locked.
And now it's doing pretty good.
All right, we're gonna go to break, and when we come back, we're gonna be playing my game up next. We'll see you in a bit.
Oh boy. I'm gonna like see how far I can get before we get to the new game.
Sure, why not? Yeah, like another minute or two.
I hate these guys that could just kick me. I hate it. Well, he's dead now.
Yeah, you will not have a good time when you get to the win stages, because that's where my run ended. The stop and go station stages where all the lights go out were also not great.
Yeah, I think this is the furthest I'm going. So what's everybody excited for the new Mario Kart?
I mean, it's gonna be a new Mario Kart, so I usually don't have too many expectations for new Mario Karts.
I really like.
Curious about how many of the tour costumes made it in.
I don't think any. I think
I
they're
don't
all
think
original.
Yeah, there's no tour content.
Like the costumes, like the outfits.
Oh, the
From what I've seen, I don't think there's any. That's what I was saying.
well, we'll see more as we get closer to release, I'm sure.
Again, since I'm going to the thing on Sunday, I'll probably get to see on the character select screen.
I saw like the treehouse where they were playing the game extensively, and I could tell it was just like more like a demo build, but like yeah, no, it looks really good.
Yeah.
Of
course, they
I
may
like
add.
the transition courses. I really like that.
Of course, they may add DLC after the fact. Anyway, we are back for our second game for tonight. From me. Now, I have a game that has sort of been on here before, which is to say, when we last had it on here, way back in our first season of the show, we had the Super Nintendo version. This time around, I'm bringing the Sega Genesis version, because it's been on my radar to play through for quite a while. I have the Genesis version, not the Super Nintendo version, because Super Nintendo version's a bit pricey. So I want to get more accustomed to the game. So we have the Sega Genesis port of Sunset Riders. A Konami classic.
I've weirdly never heard of this, and I would say I'm pretty okay, like with familiar-wise with Konami.
Have you played the Turtles games?
Ninja Turtles, yeah.
Yeah, like Turtles in Time. That's kind of comparable to Sunset Riders in terms of the style, at least. It's more of a run and gun, so more like something like Contra.
Ooh, I might have fun with this.
I would say, from what I played of both the Genesis and the Super Nintendo version, the Super Nintendo version is the better one. But Genesis one's still okay. Oh yeah, and it's also available via Arcade Archives, because the arcade version you can play with up to 4 people.
Oh, I gotta use BizHawk. I forgot that Genesis is weird on the version of RetroArch that it's being used.
Yeah, it still works on RetroArch, but can be a bit weird, especially with controls, what with, 3-button versus 6-button and all that. In the settings, there is a difficulty setting, so you can change the difficulty if you want. You can also bump the number of lives up if you want to.
I'm probably gonna do that just in case.
Yeah.
Little accessibility.
You do also
I
get...
already bumped my thing up to 5.
Good call. You do get 2 characters as well. Generally, people who play Sunset Riders recommend playing as Cormano, because Cormano has a shotgun. The game is short enough that if you just blitz through it, you could get a full completion, but there are limited continues, so be careful of that. Alright, let's get this game up here. Alright, I'm ready to go when everybody else is.
I'm already have some of my options.
Alright. I'm hearing objections. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sunset Riders.
Which one had the shotgun?
Cormano. Cormano. The one on the right.
Oh.
That's a 3-button game. You have a jump button, and then you have 2 different fire buttons. One that lets you run and gun, and the other one lets you fire while in place. If you hold down in a direction, you can also slide, and that's most of your basic controls. You can go into, like, taverns to get upgrades as well. So you can, like, dual-wield shotguns, you can rapid-fire them. all that fun stuff.
Oh yeah, I like this. I think this is very interesting.
Yeah, if again.
Yeah, this technically feels a lot better than Wayne's World already.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Again, the Genesis version is
The physics.
what I usually see. The Genesis version is considered the worst, the inferior version between the Genesis and Super Nintendo versions. So if you like this, definitely take a look at.
Version. Damn.
Yeah. So if you like this, take a look at the Super Nintendo version sometime later.
Oh boy.
I guess.
I just discovered that something.
Yeah.
This is
Going
awesome.
going inside buildings, you make love.
Yep.
Fun.
Yeah, you want to go inside any buildings that the game will allow you to go into, because not only that, you get power-ups from them. You might also see a star pickup. If you get to the end of the stage with a star pickup, that is to say beat the boss, since it's basically like every 2 stages per world, per se. You get a bonus stage where you can get some points and, more importantly, some extra lives.
This does kind of look like an early Genesis game. I'm not saying it looks bad though. I'm just saying it does look kind of early.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Alright, end of the first stage. Another thing you might know from this game, if you weren't already familiar with Sunset Riders, is there's a very famous quote in Sunset Riders that you might have heard before, but may not have known that it's from Sunset Riders. It's, bury me with my money.
I've heard that one before.
That quote comes from Sunset Riders. That's the death quote for the first boss. Which, unfortunately, the Genesis version doesn't have any of the voice clips that the Super Nintendo version has. So you just get the text of what they're saying, and that's it.
Assuming the arcade version has the voice clips as well?
It does have the voice clips, the arcade version.
You reckon there's a pachinko version of this game? It is Konami.
I mean, you're right about that, and I mean... It's got the erotica sometimes, when you find love, I guess. As close as... That's in line with the bloody old erotica that, Konami likes, apparently. Well, I'm on my last life for this. Continue.
This is the craziest Hideo Kojima game I've ever played.
I think I heard the thank you line in the game.
Yeah, that line's still in there. The boss quotes aren't in there, though. The voice clips, anyway.
I'm assuming the money is like your health.
Money is just points. You die in 1 hit in this game. The guns...
When I heard like Contra, like, yeah, I know. I was thinking, yeah, it's like Contra in that fashion.
Yeah. The guns on your HUD, those indicate your extra lives.
Yeah, I figured that one out quickly.
Yeah. Yep, here's Simon Greenwald. It's time to pay. Let's see if we can get you down without losing this last life. There we go. Goodbye, Greenwald. Bury me with my money. I'm gonna try to expand this screen a little bit. Go. Now I should get a bonus stage at the end now. Yep. Let's go horse riding. And I already missed one of the extra lives.
Death animation, because of course there is.
Oop. Alright, at least I got 2 of the lives.
Wow, I got $10,000 in game.
Yay!
I wish that would translate to real life money. I gotta buy Pokemon plushes.
Unfortunately, I don't think you get any lives through points in this game, which kind of sucks.
I just got a game over.
Rip. You got continues, though, and you do pick up where you left off when using a continue, so... Ah, damn it. I jumped right into that, too. Now I'm in the second set of stages where you're on the train, and they throw in another fun mechanic where you can kind of get hit by the scenery if you're not careful, and I'm evidently very not careful because I've already died twice like that.
I do know how to play better now since I got a game over and lost all my continues.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
yeah.
Being an arcade port, it's not going to be an easy game. Let alone, you know, a Konami
game over? What do you mean?
Ah, fuck.
Well, let's continue.
Just get to the end, just get to the end. Yeah, because, in the... I want to say the Super Nintendo version is 8 stages with 8 bosses. Whereas here, it's 8 stages, but only every 2 stages has a boss. I got Paco Loco. Get that gun and let me keep a hold of it, please.
I know there's an arcade near me, and I was hoping when I went with someone before, that it would be like more, you know, like some more obscure stuff to play, and some, you know, like less seen stuff. But it was mostly just like the popular stuff.
Some of the arcades around here have like some of the Japanese stuff. Like there's a Bishibashi arcade machine here, and it's always great to play on that thing.
Yeah, I will say I had a lot of me and my ex definitely had like a lot of fun on Mario Kart.
Oh, they had the arcade Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
My ex because the Mario Kart one that I was playing, it was like, I think it was the latest version, so it like takes a picture of your face. And my ex, they looked like it was their mugshot. It was really funny.
I played that one too before.
Yeah, I played a little bit, not as much as others have. I want to play more of the arcade F-Zero. F-Zero AX, I believe it is.
Hello. I've also played the arcade Luigi's Mansion.
Well, that's one I haven't done yet. That's one of the more recent ones, right?
Yeah, that came out in like 2015. It's based on Dark Moon and came out in 2015.
Yeah. Usually when I go to an arcade, though, all the Japanese rhythm games is usually where my wheelhouse is. Like, Groove Coaster is always one that I love to do. Whenever they have Theorem All-Star Carnival at a convention, I will always be on that machine.
But I will say that Mansion Arcade, it's Capcom published running on Sega arcade hardware.
I'm in the third set of stages now, where now I have to worry about falling rocks.
Oh yeah, I just realized something funny. They have the arcade like Nickelodeon racing game in there, which I did actually find to be pretty cool. It was crazy seeing like Timmy Turner in a Nickelodeon game.
Just finished the first train stage, but I'm on the last leg, my last continue, so...
Well, good luck.
And there's the game over.
Well, I just went into a bank and got laid. That's crazy.
Yeah, that easy,
that's how bank robbing works.
There's the F-Zero AX contained on the F-Zero GX disc. I believe that, considering one of the things about F-Zero AX is being able to pop in your memory card on the arcade machine to unlock content in the GameCube version, which is pretty neat. Also because it's going to be impossible to unlock some of the content in F-Zero GX just on the difficulty of the game.
I found it really funny when I was watching the Direct when they were talking about F-Zero on GameCube, and they're like, first in the series to have kart custom, vehicle customization, and I'm like,
I don't think the N64 GG gets acknowledged very often.
The Virtual Boy gets more acknowledgement than that.
I mean, they actually did acknowledge the F-Zero expansion kit recently because of it getting added to the music selection.
Yeah, but yeah, it's But I think even there, the Satellaview gets referenced even less.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Although I do gotta say, the expansion pack for F-Zero on 64, the music is so freaking good. Like, Rainbow Road was such a good track. It's such a good track.
Yeah, I'd love to get that, but unfortunately, getting stuff on the N64 DD, if you want to play on hardware, it is so expensive.
Imagine if there was like a Atlas game on. That would be really expensive.
Good lord. Yeah, like Jack Brothers on Virtual Boy.
Yep. It's cheaper to get the Japanese version of that.
Yeah, I mean, that's not specifically Atlas. That's generally the case. If you want to get into retro game collecting, and you want to get on the cheap, get the Japanese version, import them. You will be able to get them at a much cheaper price.
And you'll still be able to play the game because it's like, you know, usually the same.
Yeah. Of course, what's up?
Yeah. Sorry, I was saying, like, in certain cases, like, if I, say, like, import a Japanese Super Metroid cartridge, it's literally the same ROM.
Yeah, but of course, sometimes there's some region locking, which, you know, depending on the console, usually isn't that hard to get around. Super Nintendo is an infamously easy one to get around the region locking. That's the term I was looking for.
And honestly, N64 is, to some extent, not that much harder.
Yeah. I hear N64 is another easy one to un-region lock.
Yeah.
Just die. There we go. Alright, I'm about to enter the final set of stages.
Meanwhile, with, like, the NEX, you're pretty much buying a cart converter.
Yeah, cart converters are pretty popular around there, because I know some people prefer the look of the, like, the top-loader Famicom. Especially because that one actually does AV, instead of just being RF, like the one we have over here does.
So what I'm more curious about is, how common are 72-bit to 60-bit converters? The other way around.
Can't imagine that common, but who knows? I don't usually dabble with converters, so it's outside my wheelhouse.
Like,
I also-
I've actually seen one example of a debug mode in the game that on real hardware you can only actually access on the Famicom with the US cart. Because the debug routine is only, it requires the family basic keyboard, and you obviously can't use that on the NES.
See, Sunset Riders, what version is this? This is the Genesis version, Leslie.
I did find out also recently that the with the Famicom, with the disc, the floppy disk add-on, a lot of games were actually like designed with that. So a lot of the North American versions are actually like a little worse in some regards.
Died.
Oh yeah, that's one that I know. So I do have a Famicom disk system and some games with it. I think one of the bigger examples of that kind of thing is the original Metroid, where the audio is enhanced for the Famicom version, as opposed to the one over here.
A fair amount of FPS games did that. Like, one of the examples I always point to is the original Zelda title theme.
Yep, that's another good example. And not just in the line of music, but also like you have games that save on Famicom disk system. Meanwhile, oh god damn it. Meanwhile, you only get a password save in North America.
If you're lucky, you got passwords.
Yeah. I think most games that had a save at least had a password save. Like Kid Icarus had a password save. Metroid had a password save. Yeah. Those are the big ones I can think of that had their save function cut. Actually, no, I think Castlevania also had save functionality in the Japanese version, but in the version we got, nothing of the sort.
I was wondering, was the save feature in the later Famicom release of the Japanese version?
Might have been. I'm not 100% certain, but I remember that because of a local friend of mine showing me that, having their Japanese version of Castlevania 1. showing that it saves. Also, I'm in the final stage now, so let's see how far I
Must be
can
nice.
take this.
Yeah.
Oh, there's guys coming at me left, right, and center. But I think I'm just kind of outpacing them
I mean,
before.
I'm definitely having fun. This is just a hard game.
Oh yeah. You're not gonna have an
just
easy
wish I had
time.
a health bar instead of being a single hit.
Yeah, well, I mean, Contra rules. Not the most unheard of thing.
This thing is credits, I would check to see how much of the team worked on the Contra series.
I doubt some of them did. Probably the same. I would imagine, based on the look of the Super Nintendo version, it's the same team that did Turtles in Time at the very least. Same part of Konami who did. Same people. Oh god. For better or for worse, I'm at the final boss now. Oh, come on. Yeah, now my lives are gonna be sunk like no tomorrow. Unless I can start trying to loop you like this.
This is definitely a game that my dad would have played in his 20s.
Yeah, pretty much. This is an arcade port of a, which means the original game was a quarter guzzler.
Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna play another game.
I've played the arcade version before, like a convention with some friends, and it's a good time. At the rate I'm going, I might not beat the game. Because I have lost so many lives in such a short amount of time.
Attack the game mode.
Let's hang out up here. Alright, there we go. But guess what? He was wearing body armor! Now into phase 2. Which is basically the same as phase 1, just you get your health back.
I told you guys, what exactly is the versus option in the menu?
I don't actually know what the versus option is. I mean, it's probably grayed out until you plug in a second controller. I could probably find that out sometime later. It'd be interesting if it was like a shootout with a second player or something like that. Oh, I've got you in a bit of a loop here. Oh, not good enough of a loop. Oh, you're flashing red a bunch. Might die soon. There we go. That's the game beaten.
Congratulations!
Let's see how everybody else is doing. Like a few
I
people.
stopped playing.
Game over for a second time, so I just called it there.
You tapping out there. Okay.
For that game over.
Well, good news. You might be seeing some more Sunset Riders gameplay after RBC, because I see that MU Crimes bulk. I'll be seeing how garbled the Super Nintendo version is later.
I think it's in like the SNES 0.15.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna be playing it in. We're gonna see how much of a mess it is. I think this is a good time to stop the timer then. Alright.
I should probably be sitting up straight, oh lord.
We're gonna go to break, and when we come back, we're gonna be playing EliGamerX's game up next. We'll see you in a bit. Oop. Yeah, I don't remember the Super Nintendo version of Sunset Riders being easy, but I at least remember it not kicking your ass nearly as badly as the Genesis version. Genesis version comes in swinging.
Right, loaded up Moby Games. Let's see what goes up there.
But like, here, let me grab this for a point of reference. Oh no, not. I want to pull Moby Games. I wanted to pull up price charting.
Sorry. This game actually, the director was the lead programmer of the original Contra and director of Super Contra.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, so for reference here, I just pulled up Sunset Riders on price charting. Here's what the price of the Genesis version compared to the Super Nintendo version. I've been looking for a complete complete copy of Sunset Riders for a while, kind of loosely.
Oh my god.
But like, yeah, it's expensive. I think I got my Genesis copy for like $50 while it was still a bit cheaper for the complete price. Anyway, we are back for our third game for tonight from our newcomer, EliGamerX.
Alright, so in 2001, Puyo Puyo series creator Compile was not in a pretty bad state, honestly. They made a lot of poor decisions between 96 and like when they first went bankrupt in March 1978. Like, they had plans for a Puyo Puyo theme park of all things. And yeah, they were wasting quite a bit of money, had to sell the Puyo Puyo series to Sega in exchange for a 10 billion yen loan, and even after they had more money, pretty much nothing they were making during that time was really selling. And after Puyo Puyo Box in 2000, Compile just stopped making Puyo games. They didn't stop making games entirely though, as November 29, 2001 saw the release of their final games. There were two of them. And though sadly neither of them did particularly well either. The first of those games was EliGamerX for the PlayStation, but the other one, and in my opinion, the more interesting one, is Guru Logic Champ for the Game Boy Advance.
Guru Logic Champ, a classic on here. We've had this one on here before, and it's one that I really enjoy.
Here's a fun fact. Do you know this is actually the third Champ game?
That I was not aware of, but this is the only one I played of them.
Yeah, I actually played all of them, because, like, the first two were part of Compile's Disc Station Disc Magazine on PC. So, like, those were usually, like, smaller, shorter games that, like, were made by a different division at Compile. Though, apparently some of the devs from that division were the ones who made this.
Yeah, I played my fair share of Compile. Like, I've gotten a lot of experience under my belt in Puyo. But I mean, Compile, I also know for the multitude of shmups they made. Like, I love Guardian Legend, for example.
Yeah, But yeah, like, the stuff on Disc Station, it tinkered around with a lot of the later stuff from after it moved to Windows in 2001, and some of it, like, I mean, to 1996, sorry, and some of it, that stuff's quite interesting, like, with what they have. Like, there were some pretty... Also, Compile actually expanded into Korea at one point.
Just the size.
Just waiting for the game to show up on my feed.
Yeah, I don't know how familiar people are with Picross, but I would in some ways equate this game to Picross. I mean, it's got its differences for sure, but that's kind of a baseline for it, in my personal opinion.
Sorry, just seeing why the game's not showing up on my feed for a second.
So if you're trying to figure out what's going on in this game via the explanation here, it's all in Japanese. Good luck.
Actually,
but
I actually found a page that translates all the game's text a while back.
Oh, neat. I mean, once the... Like, you and I both know the rules of the game, so we can probably explain it decently well when we get started.
And also explain, like, the premise of the game's basic plot.
Right. Still not seeing it up.
I'm just gonna try another window capture and see what happens.
Sure. Game capture's always Game capture's always a little bit funky.
Sometimes it's a little delayed.
There we are. This should do.
I need to get around to looking at the pack that Terravan sent me. Terravan gave me an updated version of the game, basically. So I need to take a look at that pack and see if it runs any better. Give it the green light. I just haven't had time to do that due to work shenanigans. Yeah, I see that on your feed as well now. So you're rolling here. I'm ready to go, and everybody else is.
Yeah, I'm ready to go as well.
Ready.
By the way, this game does have a battle mode. I did try it out pretty much. You and your opponents are up, which you only need one game pack to do it. You're like trying to see who can shoot the most block at the thing.
Alright. It sounds like everybody's ready. So starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Guru Logic Champ. Yeah, I can see the battle mode in there. Don't think I still have my file from when we originally played this. Which is unfortunate.
Okay, hold up.
That's fine.
My controller is...
And yes, I am aware of the one save file name that actually just spits you a 100% save file.
I will switch back to RetroArch for this because the controls are not working.
I mean, BizHawk is at least easy enough to configure your controls.
Yeah.
But...
Sorry, I don't know what happened with my window capture. I had... Oh, it froze for a second. Now RetroArch's working.
Oh, there we go, yeah.
I have to give it a kick. So basically, to explain the plot of what the scenario is, basically, this is Champtown. Everyone's living their lives normally. However, this is the airship of the boss and his goons. Actually, fun fact, the music you're hearing here originated from the first 2 Champ games on PC. So I'm just personally letting the opening cutscene play out so I can explain stuff like, the boss, to explain, he suffers from pretty bad motion sickness. And that's why he's doing his actions.
Seems like a bad idea to run an airship, then.
I can't read.
So, to explain the rules of the game, you'll see you have a number of blocks in the bottom left spot. There are, in the case of the first stage, 6 blocks you have, and 6 locations that you need to slot them into. And you do so by shooting them into place, but you can rotate the board. So the idea is you can shoot one piece, for example, and then you can rotate the board and use that piece that you just shot as a blocker to shoot more pieces into place. Which visually they do show you decently well here. Even if you can't read the, text.
Yeah. There's also snapshots on DSi someone brought up in chat. Like, their compilers IPs ended up at D4 Enterprise. D4 Enterprise worked with Nintendo to develop a gameplay follow-up.
Yeah, I thought I remembered seeing another game like this on the DSi. Not one that I have, but...
Yeah, I don't have it either, but that's pretty much but it was made by the current rights holder to the game, D4 Enterprise, who've owned pretty much all of Compile's non-Puyo IP since 2005, although they later sold Xanax off. Sorry, they later sold the less to M2.
Alright, now we got the music note.
Alright, just like watching all these cutscenes.
The first few stages are going to be easy enough to go through. I think with half an hour we will get to stages that will start walling people for a little bit longer because of what they demand of you.
Yeah, pretty much. I've 100%ed this.
Like the cup.
I've never really played a puzzle game like this, so if
as I was mentioning earlier, the closest comparison I could think of to something like this would be Picross.
I've actually never played a Picross game.
Well,
I mean, I think I did when I was like younger, but like we're talking like 15 years ago, young.
And let's be real, this is still a pretty unconventional puzzle game.
Yeah.
Also, hope you know that select flips the board 180 degrees.
Yeah, you can. That's something you can do. I mean, you can get away with just flipping them 90 degrees with L and R. But... Oop.
Oops, sorry, hit the
game's quite fun.
Accident. Always happens at some point when I'm using an Xbox controller to control stuff like this.
I made a baseball.
How fun.
I know one of the folks in the mystery racing scene usually, goes to bat for this game. Which is... I'm pretty sure is how I found out about this game originally.
Oh, okay, no, I get how to play this. That's not too bad. I'm more used to the falling puzzles, if you know.
Oh yeah, like Tetris, for example.
Oh yeah, I forgot. There are also a couple of demo versions of this game that are actually PC games. The demo versions. Yeah, there are PC-based demos. As you can probably guess, I played those as well.
Right.
Yeah, this is very much a Japanese exclusive game.
Which is a shame, because I
was gonna say, I have heard potential reports that the game was actually supposed to get a Western release at one point.
Yeah, I think it would have done okay here, at least based on what I've seen of, like, Cross.
Yeah, though I'll be honest, like, if Compile was going to release this over here, why didn't they also just release RoxanneNova over here? Because literally the only Japanese text of that game, from what I could see, is on the save and memory card, like, prompts.
This is the kind of game I could see them putting on, like, NSO, for example.
Yeah, I personally do hope this game comes to NSO, because cards of this game are not particularly cheap.
Yeah. And I know another one... Another game that we didn't... I know another game that we didn't get over here that did eventually come to NSO, even if it's a more known game, is Kururin.
Yeah, but that, at least that got a European release, so it was already in English.
Right. We've gotten a few Japanese games over here, like Panel de Pon, and a few Picross games as well, I think.
Yeah, but I was also gonna say that, like, I did import the cart a couple months ago, and, like, while the cart I got did have a bit of a faded label to cut the cost, it was still shown working from the images I saw, so I was like, I'll go for it.
How am I supposed to do this?
Which one are you on? Oh, are you on the flower?
It's a
Seems
gear.
that way, yes.
Well, that's a gear. That's supposed to be like the faucet handle.
Oh yeah, it just kind of looks like a flower from the image.
Wait.
Sorry,
I'm stupid.
I actually do have again, the translation I found translated all the puzzle names. And for the record, you don't actually need to play all the puzzles in a rescue to unlock the final level.
Yeah, I think it was 7 that I had to play to do the last one, in the case of World 1. And now you get funny cutscene.
Again, yeah, that's one of the major things with the Champ games. Like, that was one of the whole... I read a developer interviewing one of the Station magazines that covered the first Champ game, and the original creator mentioned that the whole humor thing was one of their whole motivations into creating that first one.
Remember, friends, to stay hydrated.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
On to the next rescue. Rescue 2. Oh, is this the one where they have to go to the bathroom or something?
These do actually... Some of the later games, like, there are some very interesting, like... So one of the game shows... That's good. It was like, one of the rescues later in the game is actually a very clear reference to the first Champ game on PC. Like, because of, like, what's the attacker and the way it's solved. I won't say what it is, though, yet.
Right. I'll have to look into some of the other ones sometime later.
Yeah, like... Yeah, the boss thing. Yeah, the goons... They're obviously the main troublemakers of this thing.
Let's make a knife. Now things are gonna get a
Delicious.
little tougher.
Quite easy when you really think about it.
It's still a step up from the previous stages, like the first stage where you just pressed A for 4 times and you win.
Yeah,
Didn't need to
but-
move or
yeah,
anything.
Like, what I was gonna say is that, like, when it comes to Snapdots later on, like, D4 Enterprise usually doesn't develop original games, as they're mainly, like, a rights holder that re-releases games most of the time. But, like, Snapdots is one of the few times actually developing an actual, more original game.
Now, what could this be?
A flower, looks like. Alright, what do we do with this course?
Well, that was easy. Oh, with the CD.
Yep.
Yeah, there's... I actually have to pull the puzzle names in front of me.
Forget which rescue I got to before, where I had to start pausing for a little bit more to solve them. I want to say it was either later into Rescue 2 or Rescue 3. I don't remember where.
I think I might have made it to Rescue 5 myself.
Oh, man.
I mean, man, yeah, it looked like a car for a second. Interesting seeing the preview and like making an assumption in your head of what it is, and then it's something completely different than what you were thinking, because it definitely looked like a car for a second. Oh, this is gonna be a mess. Well, I can put that there.
I'm pretty sure the reason there's nothing Puyo related in this game at all is because Compile's rights to the Puyo series were going to expire at the end of August 2002, and I'm guessing Compile wants to be able to continue selling this game beyond then.
Yeah. And they don't want to renew the rights either.
Like, Compile straight up actually, when they ended up giving the rights to Sega, they had the ability to buy them back, but that never happened.
What's going on here?
Because they never had the money to do it.
I fucked this up? Oh, I've slightly fucked this. Only slightly, though.
Wait.
I put the original time I played this, I played it in a shuffler race, so I had to play this along with like a bunch of our games, so I didn't get much time with this anytime it showed up. But the times I did get it, it was fun. Never did sit down though to go through the entirety of the game. Whoops.
Yeah, there's actually, as I mentioned, yeah, this is probably one of the more interesting ones I've gone through. Like, I have a few. This is probably the import game I have in my library that is probably my favorite of the bunch.
Yeah, how many rescues are there even?
There are 12 main rescues plus a bonus rescue EX afterwards.
Okay, so plenty of game.
Yeah, like lengthwise.
Oops. Oh, come on, I know what I'm doing here, game. Boom.
I was like, lengthwise, the champ games and like the first two, like the station champ games were like really short. Like you could beat the first one, which is like 5 bucket relay stages in like less than 2 minutes.
Oh, looks like a slice of pizza. How am I making this work? Oh, I think I see what they want me to do. Yeah, something like this. I gotta do the same thing on this side. Yep. That's not so bad then. Oh, it's a clock. Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Although in certain cases, the actual item name descriptions don't 100% match the actual item name. Like, that one we just got is called, officially in the thing, Snack Time.
Maybe that has to do with the specific time that's listed or something.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm not one to judge when it's snack time. Okay, now
This
what?
game makes me feel smart sometimes. This is better than that one type of game.
What do I do now? Should we went there, I guess? I feel like I remember this puzzle. Give me a little bit of guff trying to solve it. Oh wait, I think I got it here. Yeah, I have it now. Oop. Made a person. Alright. Now to make, looks like a slice of pie. Or a slice of cake. One of the two.
So I gotta do that one last.
Yeah, as it goes with puzzle games sometimes. One of the best things you can do for yourself is identify what pieces you can place without needing another one. Without needing another piece. If you can do that, then you'll be sitting pretty. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. This is supposed to be cheesecake? Well, either way. Make this cat
I'm not
looking
doing
thing.
something right.
Oh. Trying to see the... Oh, no, this isn't that bad. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop. Yeah, easy.
11 seconds. Oh my god.
Some of them
What
you
am I
just...
not doing right?
You just quick... Yeah, I see the one that Ashley's on, and I vaguely remember that puzzle. I was struggling with it the first time I played this. Oh, the pinwheel's back.
What do I do? I believe this is the puzzle of all time.
It is a puzzle of all time.
My ass thought that was Inspector Gadget for a second. Oh my god. Go Gadget puzzle solving.
If only it was that easy.
This ain't Gadget's Crazy Maze this time.
I am so glad I didn't have to play that.
I am.
Oh.
Well, there's always next year. That definitely looks like somebody lifting a weight. Remember, if you get stuck on the puzzle, you don't necessarily need to do the puzzle. You can come back to it later.
I can't read Japanese.
How am I gonna do this? Maybe like this. Oh, fuck. Well, gonna need to redo some work there. There we go. And now figure out how to do the rest of this.
Oh, I just finished assembling the bathroom key.
Right. That one out. Now how do I get a piece. Wait, hang on. Like that, probably. And place one there, place 3 there. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, yeah. By the way, one thing I forgot to mention also about this game is that when we exclude audio staff, this game was made by 3 people.
Very impressive game for 3 people. But then again, now we live in an era of indie developers. There's definitely been some fantastic games made by small teams.
Yeah. But this is like GBA 2001.
Yeah. Alright, let's see how easily we can make this key.
What the fuck do I do?
Key isn't too bad to make. Hell yeah. Alright, I'll be wrapping up Rescue 2 and on to Rescue 3 soon.
Does anyone know what to do on this one?
Let me look here. A little hard to see because I have to look at a tiny screen. But I need a... I don't even remember what exactly I did here. Hang on, I'm gonna go back to that stage once I get through this cutscene. Champs rescued. Oops. And there's Rescue 3. Alright, which... It's stage 10. Okay, so it should be this one. Alright, let me see if I remember what I did in this.
I've been here for 5 fucking minutes.
Eh. Well, I'm kind of just realizing how much I autopiloted on this the first time, I think.
Wait, hang on.
You think you're coming up with something?
I might. Then, hang on. Maybe do that.
It's definitely one of those puzzles that looks deceptive in how simple it is. There we go, I just did it.
But then I won't be able to get that one. God damn it.
So I started here. Let me try to go through how I did this. So I started with the when it's upside down. I started with the one in the top right. I started with that one, placed the piece there, and then after I placed the one on the opposing side, and then I placed the one directly below that. And then place another piece there to act as a shot blocker. Actually, no. I need to do the one on the other side first. Yeah. Place that there. Maybe not. Fuck, now I'm forgetting how I did this. God damn it. Okay, now we do this. I only just did this a second ago. You'd think I would remember. Sure, this might work. That one. Place that one, and then we'll figure out what we can do with the Remainder of these. Oh. No, that doesn't work. God damn it.
I also might be stuck on this one because this is a bit of a doozy.
Yeah, a little bit. If you want to go back to... Oh, that's the one to go back to main menu. The second option will take you back to the main menu, but the game does auto-save.
For the record, I think the second option is like a quick save option.
Yeah, it's a quick save. Okay, the fourth option...
So it's the bottom one.
Yeah, bottom one takes you out, so that way you can go to a different puzzle if you want to.
How the hell?
We got 5 minutes left with this game, by the way. Just in time for me to start...
And I've been here for 8 minutes.
Just in time for me to start a little bit of Rescue 3.
Wow, this is like a little... Huh.
I get rid of that one. Do that.
Alright. Oh! That is not the stage design I was expecting. But, okay. Let's see what we can do. Oh, okay. Not bad. Made a bone! I like bones. That looks like a rat.
I've been here for fucking like 9 minutes.
You had the opportunity to move on.
I will not let this fucker defeat me.
God,
Until time's up, then I'm kind of screwed.
Yeah, then it's just sunk cost fallacy at that point.
I'm looking up a guide. What's this game called again?
Guru Logic Champ.
Yeah.
Say that again?
Guru
Logic.
Yeah, Guru
Sorry,
Logic Champ.
The C may be
Guru?
omitted because, like,
Here, I can type it out for you in Discord for you. That's the game name. Oh, I should have focused. Oh, wait, no. I should do that. Duh. Rat. Rat's made.
Oh, this is from 6 years ago.
I wonder if it's Zenek playing through it or if it's an actual long play. Boop. Boop, boop. Cow. Probably makes you worried for what the late game stages are going to be like if you're getting stuck on a puzzle in Rescue 2.
Those are pretty difficult.
I do not doubt that. Alright, I only got 4 blocks to work with on this, huh? Oh, I can't do that right. Okay, let's do that. Do that. Okay, now, what do they want out of me? Oh, they probably want me to go further with that plan, don't they? Oh, don't pick that one up, me.
Then... Wait!
Go ahead and drop you off there.
I did it!
Yay!
10 minutes and 28 seconds.
And with
I
1
ain't
minute
getting
left
any
on the
cash, I'll
clock.
tell you that.
That's a big win right there if I've ever seen one. Oh shit, am I making Carby here? That looks like Carbuncle. Alright,
That
what?
is not Carbuncle, because, as I mentioned, I don't think Kapaya wants to use Puyo Puyo in this because, again, as I mentioned, rights expiration.
Right. But that doesn't change the fact it definitely looks like Carbuncle.
I will say, I've solved this puzzle. It looks like it. I'm guessing this is probably legally distinct Carbuncle.
Yeah, I'll find out in a bit what the puzzle actually is, I'm sure. Actually, will I? Because we are just about out of time, so... Probably gonna run out the clock here, because... Boop, boop, boop. That's 30 minutes. That's time.
In case you're wondering, that was just normal rabbit.
There's no more. Okay. Well, we're gonna go to break, and when we come back, we will be playing Ashley's game up next. We'll see you in a bit.
Oh boy. I will not let this game defeat me though.
You're gonna beat the rest of the game now.
10 fucking minutes on a fucking puzzle. I will not back down.
You're gonna beat the game now, aren't you?
No.
Get rid of some of these tabs.
I kind of felt like I was a sweat at that game. It
It's not
felt
a
really
cat,
bad.
that's a man.
I felt kind of bad because I was like, oh, I'm getting this done really quick. I feel kind of like an ass.
Yeah, the early puzzles lure you into a false sense of security. Like, oh yeah, this is easy. Yeah, I can do this. Yeah. And then you get hit with, oh.
I was a game that my grandpa would play. Oh, this is why grandpa's not around.
Wow!
I'm sorry.
Holy shit.
I'm
Alright,
sorry.
well on to that note, we are back for our fourth game for tonight. From Ashley.
Alright, so as I've stated before, on the last time I was here, I have found 3 racing games.
And this is
One
the
for the-
second one?
Yes, this is the second one. One for the 64, then the GameCube, and then the Dreamcast.
And we got the GameCube
This
one this time.
Yes. And it's a little fitting, kind of, because of the Nintendo Switch Direct.
Yeah, in ways, I suppose.
Because technically, this character has met Mario before.
Yeah. In a few ways.
We are playing none other than Pac-Man World Rally for the GameCube.
Yeah.
Featuring all your favorite, lovable villains from each game. I would like to say one thing, the game's loud.
I can audio balance things easily for myself, at least.
And one of the characters is really, really, really bad. I kid you not, it is crunch levels of bad. So there's only a matter of time before someone does a video on it, and
Oh yeah? Yeah. This is one I'm not super. I think there was a Pac-Man racing game on PS1. Was there? Or am I thinking of something else?
I think this is the only real Pac-Man racing game, unless we can. I think it's possible. I'm pretty sure this is the only real Pac-Man racing
Okay.
game, unless we're counting appearances in the Mario Kart Arcade GP series or other games.
No, I wasn't counting anything like that. I must have been thinking of like Chocobo Racing or Bomberman Racers or something like that. That might be what I was thinking of. You know, we've had a few different Pac-Man games on here. We've had Pac-Man World 2. We're now having Pac-Man World Rally. We've had Pac-Man Fever. You know, we're getting the whole Pac-Man experience here. Well, I'm ready to go and everybody else is.
Oh, I'm ready.
I'm just letting the opening cutscene play before I get into it.
Okay. Well, I will go ahead and start the timer here then. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pac-Man World Rally.
Also, the character I was talking about is none other than Pac-Man.
Pac-Man.
Yes, if you just look at his stats, you understand everything.
Also, Ashley, I knew you were talking about this game instantly because I've seen you play this before.
Oh,
Oh,
I know.
yeah, I see now.
So who's gonna pick him?
I'll be the brave soul. I don't know what each of the stats represent. What is that middle stat that he's really getting?
I'm assuming top speed, handling, and whatever the third one is.
Okay, this game does
I guess
not feel
boost.
bad. This feels pretty good,
Oh,
actually.
this game also has another special mechanic. Littered around it, there are going to be dots, as Pac-Man would have it, I guess.
Yeah, I see one.
And if you get enough, something crazy will happen that you can activate.
Again, this is where we're feeling deja vu, because I think there was a similar mechanic of some kind. Cherry activated!
Yep, there's shortcuts.
Okay, so that's
They
what the
should
cherry
put this
is.
on GameCube Online, absolutely.
I mean, they're probably going to be putting mostly the first-party stuff on there first of all, before we start seeing a bunch more third-party stuff. I'm just glad Chibi Robo's getting in there. Actually, a lot of the stuff in there is stuff that really doesn't have, it's stuff that's pretty pricey nowadays, so it's good to see some of that. Like Fire Emblem is another one that was in there.
I need to turn this down.
Let's lay down a snowman. Ow! Megan Jr. Let's grab our cherry. Oh. Okay.
You know, I just had like a weird like memory hit me while I was thinking of racing games, because I was thinking, oh, there should be a Final Fantasy one, and technically there kind of is with the Chocobo racing game on Switch. I remember I was talking to someone at a convention one time, and they said, oh yeah, by the way, I just like actually made the cover art for that, and I'm like, what?
Oh. It's fun
So
when
that's
whenever
like
you get an experience like that, where
That
it's
was
just
fucking
like.
crazy to see.
Did you know? Fun fact: did you know one of the frequent flyers in the mystery racing scene is the creator of Baba Is You?
Huh.
That purely hangs around some waters that I'm in on a semi-regular basis. That's a bit of a fun fact for you, I guess.
I'm having fun with this game.
Oh, yeah, this game's not too
Awesome.
bad. So, well, I mean, I imagine I'd be having more fun if I was playing as a character that doesn't suck balls. But you know, that's fine. No, I mean,
guinea pig, it seems.
I was just mentioning that Hempui hangs around a few areas that I'm also in, like
I got a little
the
stuck in
Mystery
the wall
Funhouse. That's kind of all I was mentioning. But I think Hemp's also provided a few of like his older games, sometimes like hacks and the like, for races. I win! Alright, next level.
Pac-Man's voice is interesting, but he is in fact back.
Pack is back.
I need to cut that. I need to cut saying the pack is back.
Also, I'm just saying, they could definitely remake this game.
They could. I mean, didn't they remake the first Pac-Man World?
Yeah.
We did get a remake of the first Pac-Man World, but like obviously with the whole Miss Pac-Man rights issues thing with that one, but like a remake of World 2 don't think would have that many issues because Miss Pac-Man wasn't really in World 2 that much.
And not especially. And I'd like to see it. It's not something that, like, I personally would want to see remade too badly, although it would be neat to see. But I do want to see it from the purpose of, I know a lot of people who grew up with Pac-Man World 2 being a very adequate 3D platformer for the console. You know, with there being a lot of trash out there on the console, it'd be nice to see something not trash get a remake. Similar deal with when Battle for Bikini Bottom got remade.
Well,
You know, even though some of the people I talked to about that said that they thought the remake was worse. So, you know, it got remade, but at what cost, I guess. Alright, become the pack!
Also, let's all be honest, this game takes heavily inspiration from Double Dash.
Oh,
It's kind of... The physics do have a little bit of a Double Dash feel to them.
In fairness, they worked on the arcade game, so they probably, like, were like, ooh, let's do this.
Well, let me just copy your notes.
I mean, it's good.
Yeah.
I love it. We all know how good Double Dash is. Awesome game.
Yeah. I need to play, God damn it. Oh, this sucks now. I need to play more, Double Dash with the LAN mode. There was a tournament for that at PAX, last year, and while I didn't go to it, some of my friends did. I feel so bad because they did the LAN mode, which is just single races, doesn't keep track of scores, so they had to manually keep track of score.
I'd love to do a Double Dash tournament.
We should do one in redub. That'd be really funny.
Only got third on this race.
Also, it's crazy how you can get hit by your own item.
Yeah, weird that. It's like when you get a blue shell in first place in Mario Kart, and it just hits you. Egg on your face there. Yeah, is there any speed boost at the start, or no?
Yes.
Okay, I just haven't figured out the timing for it.
Which one is on?
Drift, okay. Get some more dots. Get those dip and pack dots. Snowman, aim.
What the fuck? Bro, what is this course?
Which course are you on? It looks like
I
no
haven't
course
played
I've been
this
to.
course yet, because this cup is called the Classic Cup. It has 3 courses, and the first one is just like some random course, but the second one is...
That minimap almost looks like a Pac-Man maze minimap. Maybe that's what they mean by classic course. Oh, well there you go.
The third one is the Pac Maze. The second one, I forget what the game's called, but you roll around as this like... You roll a ball around as this like tiny guy, like the king.
I'm getting Mario Karted a
Make
bit.
new planets.
I only need like a few more dots now. And then I can go supercharged. Oh hey, I can take the shortcut now as well. Hell yeah. A shitload of items.
You know, I like this game and all, but I just wish Mr. Virtual was on it.
Just sorry for your loss, I guess.
It's okay. The real Mr. Virtual is the friends we made. I'm gonna stop talking.
I was supposed to say Katamari, by the way, because yeah, Katamari is. I never really think about Katamari as a Namco game. Like, I know it is a Namco game, but I never think of it as one for some reason. Alright, you know what? Fuck it. Let's use this. Although I think I've got a pretty big lead over over my opponents.
You know, speaking of Namco, what's crazy is that there was I'm a fan of, Klonoa. All my friends, like, I've probably mentioned this to them a couple of times, I don't know. There was supposed to be, like, a 2D animated movie for it, but it got canned.
I feel like I would enjoy a movie of Klonoa.
I feel like it'd be a very dreamlike movie, and I would be fine with that.
Probably.
It would be a very, relaxing movie, but also have some stuff going on.
Actually, one of my friends is selling part of their game collection, and I might be grabbing their copies of Klonoa 1 and 2 on PS1 and PS2. So that'd be fun. Because Klonoa 1 goes for pretty big money now.
I know 2 got a lot cheaper in recent years.
2 is like
going the wrong way.
2 is like $50. I think the price they had on Klonoa 1 was like $400.
Wow,
Oh, Lord.
that's pricey.
Yeah, game collecting sucks, etc. There is a good reason why most people who are into game collecting, when people are asking them how to get into game collecting, their advice is don't.
Exactly. I mean, the best solution now is just like,
Emulate.
just buy like one of those like emulation handhelds.
Yeah, something like that. Or just like emulate like straight up. Or something to that effect. Or if you want to play on hardware, get something like a Mister.
As expensive as those are, it's definitely a lot cheaper.
It's definitely a big expense up front, but then after that you just put the games on, boom, done.
I saw like a DIY kit, not DUI, kit for one of those, and it was like way cheaper than just getting a pre-built one, but I don't know how to solder.
Yeah, soldering's unfortunately outside of my wheelhouse. That's something I should probably learn sooner or later, though. But I don't have a Mister of my own yet, though. It's one that I do want to get because I'd probably use it as like the machine for playing games if I ever did like an RBC panel at a convention or something. Which is something I still want to do at some point or another. I just haven't fully put everything together, nor do I have the equipment to make it work.
You've gotta be kidding me.
What happened?
This is how you know this was inspired by Double Dash.
Oh, is there an all cups Grand Prix?
Yep.
Bring in the worst parts of Double Dash.
Oh, that's what it is. Accelerate, top speed, and handling.
Okay. There you go.
I remember one time,
It shows up for a brief second.
I was like 5 years old and I was playing Double Dash with my brother. I kept winning. I pissed him off so much he threw the controller at my face and I didn't even flinch. My mom yelled at him.
Reminds me of the one Metro Man scene.
I know exactly what scene you're talking about.
Final lap. Unfortunately, I never really played Double Dash too much with friends, because, well, I didn't really have too many local friends, so it was usually a rare occasion. And especially since I unsurprisingly for me, I tend to lean towards the weird stuff. Double Dash? Nah, fuck that. We're playing Ribbit King.
A couple
That's
of my
awesome.
friends have been saying that I'm a Viltrumite with how much I've been fucking like just like how clumsy I am and just can just get up from it super easily.
Oh, that's how they deal with it. So, this game's version of the Off Cup Tour is every fucking race is a single lap.
Okay.
Oh,
That
okay,
that
that's
makes
not that bad.
that makes it a bit more tolerable, yeah.
But there's not that many stages, so less than.
Wait, there's a
Actual
PS1
Mario
Ribbit King in
Kart.
Japan? And I did not know that. I knew it got ported to PS2. Did not
Oh,
realize
yeah.
there was a PS1 Ribbit King, though.
Time to go pack mode.
Stand back, I'm about to pack. Let's get into the awards ceremony. Get our trophy. Look at that celebratory confetti.
Also, I think there are like jump boosts, like in other titles of Mario Kart. You just can't tell you did it until you landed.
Alright, let's go back into the race. Let's do circuit mode. Let's see what the Grape Cup has to offer.
I got
Alright.
first place.
I've done my time with shitty character. Let's just go as Pac-Man this time.
Everybody going as Pac-Man while I'm over here playing different characters.
I
You've
play.
heard of Pac-Man, get ready for Pac-Them.
Well, it feels like I'm going generally a bit faster, so you know that's already a step up.
Also, something interesting is that Pac-Man Jr. has a skateboard. Not a car, just a skateboard.
Yeah, I saw that earlier.
I think I'm
Actually kinda sick.
It's essentially this game's blue shell on my cell.
It's like it's like the reverse of what happens in Sonic R, where like everybody's running, but like Amy uses a car. Or I guess
Oh, yeah,
Eggman.
Namco needs to make this game, remake this game. Holy shit, this is good.
And I wouldn't say this game's amazing, but it is perfectly passable. That's where I'm
I
at
think
with
it's
this game.
good, yeah.
A perfectly serviceable racing game.
Also, have you guys been using your shields?
I noticed I've been having them, but I've also been forgetting to use them. Because there's a meter that
I will
charges.
point out, if a blue bomb, this game's equivalent of the fucking blue shell, shows up on you, you can't use it during there.
Yep, and one just showed up there. Rip. And if you haven't caught on to how it charges as you drift.
The longer you drift, the longer you can.
Right.
I don't know.
I mean, the longer you drift, the more you can charge it up.
Yes.
I got one charged up now. I'm gonna hang on to that for when I really need it, though.
I really hope that if they do like any like guest characters for the new Mario Kart, they add Pac-Man.
I don't want them to do any guest characters.
Fair enough.
I mean, we already have the best character. We already have Cal.
Exactly.
True.
It was wild, like, having watched the...
You cannot top the cow.
Watching the direct later, it was wild because I just saw, like, on my work break, everybody doing art of the cow because the Moo Moo Meadows cow got in. So it was just wild seeing all of that. Did you see the edit, the, like, Akira edit with the cow?
I've seen multiple.
They're really good. Cataquack getting in was also wild.
That is very wild, yeah.
Like
Just
I'm tempted to
any
just
character.
I'm tempted to now just drive around as a Cataquack.
Not to mention the Piantas.
The bonefish.
Yeah, the bones
The
is
cheap
my
sheep.
favorite.
Yeah,
the
it's a,
dolphin. Anything.
it'll be fun seeing that full roster when the game comes out. That's not gonna be for a bit longer. Let's see what we got. We got bombs.
Oh, flame oil bombs.
And oh nope, missed that item. Ripperooski. You missed when we were doing that earlier, Beak. The pack is back! That's a win for me.
I forgot to take the shortcut.
Oh no, you're not gonna destroy the competition nearly as badly. Whatever will you do?
I don't know, probably roast beef or something.
What in God's name?
Oh no, it's an ice stage. Oh fuck.
Oh yeah, good luck with that one.
I'm so cooked now. I'm from Darren tomorrow's when I leave. Return on Wednesday, so I'll be home by Friday. We'll hope you have a good time. I've immediately gone off the course.
Pac-Man, why so sad? You're in second place. That's good.
It's not first place, though. Gosh. So bad to only get second place. God, only a chump would get second place. Fake Pac-Man player.
I'm the biggest square.
Let's get that watermelon activated. There's even the shortcut for it. I do not like this. Oh, yeah, that one turn in particular sucks balls to do. It's because you have to do a U-turn while on ice.
Like for a split second, we were all on the same course.
Oh, yeah. I got blown up at a bad time.
I got a watermelon.
Congratulations on the watermelon.
The weird, watermelon-shaped, thing in my throat. Oh.
It's the scariest shit ever when you have a fucking blue shell in first place.
Oh no, I'm not gonna make that turn a single time, am I? That's very unfortunate. Why do ice physics have to exist?
Because people hate us.
Oh. I was in second place and I still got hit by the shell. Well, not shell. God damn it.
Mario Kart brains doing its thing.
And they both act the same.
Third time falling off the track.
I wonder if it's in the same place I've been falling off. You're in the same course as me. Probably that U-turn, if I had to guess.
Uh-oh. Oh, I'm still in first place.
Right. Let's actually slow down this time. There we go. Yoink, yoink. Might be able to, transform one final time.
Oh my god, I absolutely flew. This is a weirdly long course.
Right?
The
Nice.
ice one.
Yeah, I noticed that the amount of laps changes from course to course instead of generally staying the static 3 like in Mario Kart.
Yeah, same. Like it's like one course is like 3, then 4, then 5.
Yeah. And it changes, I would imagine, based on course length. Which is a nice contrast from Double Dash, where you got 2 courses that deviate from the 3 laps. And that's it. All the others are 3 laps. Well, I think I found my way to Jurassic Park. We got about 4 minutes left with the game, by the way, so... probably enough time to fit in this course. Get some dots. Eat well, Pac-Man. Oh, there's a lot of turns. Like, a lot of sharp turns.
I think I'll be able to finish this cup before the time runs out, maybe. Possibility.
I don't think I'm gonna quite finish, because I think this is my 3rd course, I want to say.
I gotta say, though, we are all pretty evenly at the same spot.
Yeah, give or take. I mean, it's a racing game, so if we're doing the cups in the same order, it stands to reason. There's not gonna be too much deviance.
That's what they all say.
I mean, I could just start going in reverse for the rest of the course. Then there are decent deviants.
Oh yeah. You guys know how I said like Talkman's like the worst character to play as, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He has a stage that has a shit ton of sharp corners.
Oh, great. I've been handling them well here. Let me do something real fast here.
So they made a character with really poorly made handling and gave that character a stage that requires handling.
Do you think they knew what they were doing, or do you...
No!
No, I meant like doing as in like, do you think they knew what they were doing as if they were trying to make the worst thing ever?
I'm still gonna say no.
Fair enough.
I didn't hear you, but... we're just gonna deal with that.
Final lap. So I should be able to get through this course. With the 2 minutes we got left. Maybe start the next one. This game pretty comfortably seems pretty okay in my book. It's not amazing, but it is very okay, and that sometimes is the best thing you can be. You can be not Wayne's World for Game Boy.
I mean, to be fair, I think playing with marbles in 100-degree weather would be better than Wayne's World. That was a weird comparison, but hey.
An apt one, though, I think.
Oh, the red shell.
Har, it's time to be a pirate.
I love pirating.
Me too, it turns out. Alright. 4 laps. I could probably do at least a lap of this course with the 1 minute we've got left. Let me make sure I'm tabbed onto my timer so I can just press the button to pause it when we hit time. Well, I'm not gonna finish a lap if I keep getting blown up by everything in sight.
Oh god. I am absolutely going the wrong way.
Boom. Alright. Yeah, there's the start of the course again. So I got a lap done. Proud of myself. Let's see if I can get another lap done in these last 5 seconds. I'm definitely not getting another lap done. That is time.
Sad, sad day.
We're gonna go to break, and when we come back, we will be playing our final game for tonight from RoxanneNova. We'll see you in a bit.
So who's everyone gonna main when Mario Kart releases?
I have
no.
I have no idea. I was usually a Waluigi player, but I might have to go to Team Cataquack.
I just think that the fish skeleton is just too silly to resist.
I've been wanting Goomba in the game for a while, so I'm probably gonna be playing him in multi-mole.
I mean, they brought Goomba in as a playable character in Mario Party, so and I guess it's not the most surprising thing they bring Goomba in for Mario Kart as well.
Honestly, same approach that happens to Goomba is also my thoughts on the brink in our good old buddy Piranha Plant.
Ah, yes. Most craziest pick. And they've just been doing it non-stop.
Alright, well, we are back for our final game for tonight. From RoxanneNova.
Alright, so this game that I've chosen.
It's a returning game.
Yeah, it actually is. It's a very I was gonna put the previous installment in, but that was a little that was done last year from what I saw on the records. And I was like, you know what? I'll put another good installment on, and this is the 4th game in its series, and it's a 2D side scroller, and it's Mega Man X4 for the PS1.
Yeah. Unlike last time, though, I've got this booted up on hardware, so I can play my actual copy of the game and put a save on here.
Oh boy. And I did test this game on my end before, because I was like, yeah.
There's going to probably be some deviants as well, because you can play as X, or you can play as Zero.
I always choose Zero. He's awesome.
I'll probably go as X. They have their, if you're unfamiliar with X4.
I'm sorry I set you up for Wario Land 4.
You've been got!
Yeah, but where's Wario?
Do I need to extract the files?
Yes. Extract the files, load the queue. And I see Beak quoting one of the famous lines from Mega Man X4. What am I fighting for?
Good game, horrible American voice acting.
I mean...
For the record, I'm pretty sure, from what I can remember, the voice actor is actually recorded in Japan by, like, some English-speaking voice actors.
Yeah.
Oh.
And, I mean, Mega Man 8 didn't get off much better in the realm of voice acting.
They literally pretty much shared a lot of the same voice actors, actually.
That's a good question, Mega Man.
Don't forget about stopping that goddamn Dr. Wowie.
I used to be obsessed with that when I was younger.
I actually remember reading in an interview with Mega Man X's voice actors for 8 and X4, and apparently she was never told that X and Zero, X and Classic Mega Man were separate characters and recorded in the same session.
Mega Man 8 was a game that I wanted to play for a while when I first saw it, but I never did get to play it until, I think it was when I got the GameCube Anniversary Collection that had Mega Man 1 through 8. famously not great collection because beat a jump. I don't see the game up yet on Ashley's screen. Hang on a second.
Sorry, I just had to complete this cup because I'm literally right there.
Okay.
Dedication.
I got Mario Kart on the mind. I gotta.
How to get the Mega Man Kart Racer then?
Mega Man Soccer. I'm sorry, I would not wish that on anybody.
We played that on here before. Alright, well, if you're going to be finishing up with Pac-Man before jumping into Mega Man, I'm going to move us over because everybody else is set.
Good time, because I just finished.
Oh, well, there you go.
I know this is one of my friends' like,
Oh, look at that! I
favorite
got unlocked
games.
Puka.
What's up, Roxanne?
I was just saying, this is one of my friends' favorite Mega Man installments.
I wouldn't say it's my favorite one, but it's definitely a good one. The best, usually regarded as, at the very least, the best of the PlayStation 1 Mega Man X's. Pretty comfortably. Well, I'm ready to go, though, when everybody else is.
I'll wait a little. I'll just wait a few more seconds for Ashley.
I need to let the intro play out.
And we get to see this,
I gotta make sure this saves.
anime intro.
Will we ever get a new Mega Man X game? No.
They did re-release, the Mega Man X collection, and you say kind of goes downhill from here, Polk, and
What is
for the
that
most part, yeah,
car?
but I at least hear... I was gonna say I hear good things about XA. I guess it's more mixed things about XA. Because I've heard some people say it's good. I've heard some people say it's bad.
I definitely think 5 and 6 are definitely pretty good, but then 7 and 8.
Yeah.
7's definitely better than 8, but 8. Oof.
Usually I hear people dunk on 6. 7 is like universally dunked on. 5 was... I never did finish 5, but I at least started 5. Mainly because 5 has like that whole system of trying to get a good rank, kind of like the Mega Man Zero games have.
My friend definitely says that they felt like the Mega Man X series should have probably ended at like either 5 or 6. Like they told me that before, and can't complain with that. I mean, I would agree, but hey.
Remember to extract if you haven't been doing that, Ashley, by the way, for this since it's PS1.
What?
Oh. While Ashley's getting that loaded up, I'll go and get the timer started for the rest of us. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mega Man X4. Fuck, I got stuck on a loading screen.
I hate when that happens.
Game
I
start.
think they definitely made a good call by moving to PlayStation 1.
Yeah, I mean, this is the area where a lot of the big companies are moving their games over to PlayStation. As opposed to the other choice of N64.
So, this was on Saturn too.
Yes, it was on Saturn. I've seen it for Saturn, like, available for Saturn, but I haven't picked it up because it's pretty expensive on Saturn. Same deal with Mega Man 8.
Also, compared to Mega Man 8, there's not really that much unique that Saturn X4 offers.
Their sole mission has been to destroy any reploids who fail to do as the human
I'm not-
order.
Kick ass.
Unfortunately for me, the only version of, since there's been some talk of X8, the only version of X8 that I played is the 16-bit hack of X8, which I did for a mystery race.
I was actually gonna put in the Saturn version of this, but I did not want to mess with Saturn emulation.
That's fair, honestly. Saturn is always a mess.
My business with you has concluded.
Very well. But you will change your mind soon,
I do think that maybe some of the later X installments could go for like a remaster or something, but I definitely do think that like the first 4 games are perfect as is.
See, if I'm gonna play a Mega Man X game, I'm usually either gonna load up X1 or X2.
That's so
Those-
fair.
Those are the ones that are the most in my wheelhouse. Particularly
I just like how more
X1.
dynamic the attacks and movement are in the later games and all that.
Right. Well, I need to return to Maverick Counter X because one of my friends was telling me about how they were going through the Vile mode of Maverick Counter X, the PSP one.
This shit's exploding!
Everything's exploding! It's nice though getting to play this with a PS2 controller. Oh no, more explosions!
I was still surprised when they re-released the Battle Network games on like every platform.
That was definitely one that generated a lot of hype among some of my friends, because I guess a lot of my friends had nostalgia for Battle Network in particular.
You could probably do the same thing with Star Force with some, you know, heavy modifications.
Re-release Mega Man Legends. Make a Mega Man Legends Trilogy Collection. Legends 1, 2, and Tron Bonne.
I have to, like, close my eyes at this particular segment and kind of look away
Oh,
because of the
because
explosions.
Because of a lot of flashing.
Yeah.
Yeah, be careful in the next section, in the second section of the intro stage, because it is very easy to get crushed in said section.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. It's good. I forgot about that.
I was also surprised to see how much X2 went up in price since I bought the game. I think I got mine complete for like 130 bucks or something like that. It's now like 400 bucks complete or something ridiculous like that. So X3 is still the real expensive one of the trilogy on Super Nintendo.
Oh, yeah. Bring it on, asshole!
And it's the big bad.
Oh. And I fell in
Get this shit to me, I'm Mega Man!
That's a good question.
Ow.
That's a good question, Mega Man. Just keep throwing charge shots. Just keep throwing charge shots, me. It'll go down eventually. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was also talking with one of my friends who's also a Mega Man fan and huge Astro Boy fan like I am, and it took me just until now to realize that Mega Man is very much inspired by Astro Boy.
I found the Colonel.
Who the hell are you?
Now I have to remember what the stage order is for X4.
I keep falling for that. Ugh.
Oh, I'd save.
Keeps getting the drop on you. Just gotta give, otherwise the entire Rebel Force will be considered to be Mavericks. Oh no!
Oh, there's anime?
Yeah. Get your anime in.
Damn, that's actually kind of sick.
This game's so fucking good. I mean, I'm gonna show like the VOD to my friend later, and they're gonna freak the fuck out because they're gonna be like, "Oh my god, you fucking played it," and I'm gonna be like, "Yep."
Split mushroom, you're playing Zero. I see Dragoon. Oh, did I accidentally go back to title screen? Whoops. Well, I definitely saved. Use current data.
Oops.
I think
That guy, though.
I want to say it's Web Spider I go for first in X4 when I'm playing as X.
Soldiers of Repliforce, we have all been wrongfully judged as mavericks by the humans. We cannot suffer this indignity and live in disgrace. We will build our own nation of Reploids. But remember, this is neither about insurrection nor
Didn't you guys say the voice acting was bad?
This is about our liberty and security.
I remember it being the worst voice acting out there, but
I have heard way worse, yeah.
Together we will build our nation, a sanctuary for all Reploids, our own utopia. Let us
X7 has some pretty bad
onward
stuff.
towards a new golden era for the Repliforce.
I need to go back and one of the things that's included with the X Collection is the Day of Sigma OVA. I need to go back and watch that again, which I think is basically like a prequel to the whole series.
A train? I want to go on the train.
Taken action. And now, my Maverick Hunters, what will you do? I'll be watching closely from here on out.
Easy.
Alright, hi, Double.
Sick as fuck.
Do my stages. I remember Cyber Peacocks being another good one to go for at least getting the collectibles first go around.
Oh dear.
Bio Lab, Military Train,
Turtles now.
And Snow Base.
I have to kill them.
Now let's go to the jungle.
Oh.
Web Spider. Alright, let's see what we got in here. I'm like 90% certain Web Spider's at least where you go to get the leg upgrade. I think it's in here. Yep, that looks like the leg upgrade to me. Oh, it's an air dash, right? All that fun stuff. Yeah, give me that shit. Yeah, now I can air dash, and that should make some things a little bit easier for me. I think there was also something in here that needed Dragoon's ability, which is why Dragoon was said earlier. But I'm fine with coming back to stages if I have to. Well, that said, I'm running low on health. Oh, never mind. Could I said that? Jump, jump, jump!
Wonder what speedruns are like for this game.
Ah, crap, I keep forgetting my cue to jump.
Probably do some fun things in the speedrun, I'm sure.
Oh my goodness gracious!
I'm on the train level.
The train level's a fun one from what I remember. I think this was brought up earlier in chat, but when you go from the first half of the stage to the second half, when you get to the loading screen, you get fully healed. Which can be annoying to some, or helpful to others. Depends on how you look at it.
So,
Whoop. Rush the beehive!
you also start from there after you game over.
Yeah, which is very helpful. Oh, I forgot about the hover aspect for the leg upgrade. Hell yeah. That's real helpful.
Oops.
some more healing. Yeah, because I think it's in, like, one of these trunks is the other upgrade, but I need a fire weapon for it. Might be that one. I don't remember. Well, whatever. It's not a big deal. Get that big heal. And just run on through. Yep, there's the boss.
How am I supposed to get that?
Is it a stage item? Like one of the items you can pick up?
No, it's a mini boss.
Oh.
I'm at the train.
I found Web Spider. Oh, right, that's how you attack. Yeah.
I hit that jump button.
I know my friend, one of my friends is doing a Mega Man marathon, and I don't know if he, no, he did have to like pause it, but once he gets to like the X series, I know he's gonna have an absolute blast.
Have they considered trying
For
to
the
do
most
the?
part.
Have they considered trying to do the triple M? Have you heard the triple M?
I don't think so, actually.
So the triple M is a, I think it's like a speedrun category or something to that effect. It's a big old Mega Man marathon where you basically play through all the mainline Mega Mans. You play through all the Mega Man X's and all the Mega Man Zeros all in one sitting.
Oh wow, that sounds
That
very.
sounds-
It's a marathon.
That sounds like certainly a task.
Yeah, some people have done it. I am not Mega Man brain enough to attempt something
I mean,
like
with
that.
the classic games, it would be not that bad, I would imagine, if you knew what you were doing. But like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. You'd probably be at it for
How
like
long does it
a day plus.
How long does a triple M run anyway?
I would need to go look that up, but I know a few people who have done it. But I have no idea how long it took them. But you would basically dedicate a day to it and probably get a lot of caffeine.
Oh, I already am stocked up on caffeine.
Oh, there you go. You're already partially prepared for it.
Ah, crap, I died there.
Please come down, so that way I can... Oh, you're entering your second phase. Back. I might be able to damage race it at this point.
I was gonna ask why not the ZX series, but isn't that just considered part of the Zero series?
That's considered part of the Zero series.
Okay, yeah.
I think some of it's kind of left up to interpretation what you want to include, because like some people might include Mega Man and Bass, for example.
God rest their souls if they do.
What about the Game Boy games? Does anyone include those?
I don't think I see those for the triple M's usually. Oh, there is actually a Mega Man leaderboards here for triple M. Mega Man 1 through 11, including... Yeah, Mega Man 1 through 11, including Rockman Forte. Mega Man X1 through X8, and 0, 1 through 4. Though it doesn't include ZX. Any percent all stages rules. I see 3 runs listed on here for 19, 21, and 22 hours. That's an idea of how long... And there are probably people who know how to speedrun some, if not a lot, of these games. I couldn't imagine throwing in, like, the Battle Network games on top of that.
Oh, if you played the first Battle Network game, like, knowing where you're going is, like, such a hard thing to do at the first time.
Yeah.
They get better. They get, like, easier to navigate, but it does feel like a labyrinth at first.
Alright, let's go after Cyber Peacock next. The Cyber Peacock stage is a bit interesting because the way you get stage items in Cyber Peacock stage is by speedrunning sections of the stage. see if I can get, all these items. Hurry up! This is also why I wanted the dash legs, because it's gonna make getting S ranks a bit easier in this stage. Yep, there's the heart tank, so my maximum health's gone up by a bit.
This mini boss is a little
mean.
Yep. At least getting through the stage is not the worst thing ever, but oh lord.
And that should be another S rank. Yep.
I will say the Zero games are so much more unforgiving.
Oh yeah, Zero games are mean.
I fucking love mech suits.
I've gone through 02 and 03, and both were not easy to get through. And part of that is because of the screen real estate of them. Because, you know, they're GBA games, so you don't have quite all the screen real estate that you would normally have in a Mega Man.
Ah, got the mini boss done.
I don't know if I'm gonna be getting the S on this one.
Okay, good.
Ah, fuck. Yeah, I think my rank just dropped. I might want to actually... How much further do I have to go? Oh, I think that's right near the end. Alright, then let's just take an intentional death, then.
Oh.
I'd love to see the Zero series of proper screen real estate. At that point, that's more or less like Azure Strike or Gunvolt, right? I think those take inspiration from the Zero games. When I remember of the little bit I played of Gunvolt.
Oh shit, yeah, forgot about the mech suit, that's awesome.
Man. Okay,
fuck.
gotta start here.
Let me out. Can I sneak? Yeah, I can sneak through there. Oh, yep, my rank's dropped again. Damn it! I think I'm learning more about this stage, though. I should be able to get an S rank after another try or two, hopefully. Although I might game over in the process. I never did play much of... I think I played like a stage or two of the first Azure Strike or Gunvolt. Never did finish it. I should really go and change that. Let's try speedrun this a bit better this time. This is going a bit better this time, I'd say.
Ah, crap.
Yeah, there we go. Much cleaner. I forgot they're re-releasing the Gunvolt trilogy. But I think I've got the collection that's on 3DS. Alright, well I've got my head armor now.
Man.
I just am so curious about like a timeline where Mighty Number 9 was actually successful.
Right? They actually delivered on what it promised.
In the day.
God, there's so much. See, I played through Mighty Number 9, and I wouldn't say it's as bad as people say it is, but throw on the fact that it's disappointing. Because throw on the fact it's a Kickstarter game, and it's understandable that people who back the game would feel cheated on it.
Here's a fun Mega Man X4 drinking game. Every time Zero says it's not over yet, take a drink. You'll be so fucking drunk by the end.
It's not over yet.
Bring it on!
Alright, well, for better or for worse, I'm at the boss, but with 0 lives. So, this is gonna be interesting. I forget how annoying Cyber Peacock is to fight. Even with the weakness. Potential is limitless, not possible. Test your abilities is quite simple. Prepare yourself. Okay.
I was so used to, like, speeding through the level, I just got to the boss and I'm like, oops, I need to slow down a little.
Oh, right, that's the annoying thing about trying to use the web on you, is it goes a fixed distance. Okay. Alright, continue. Where's the timer at? Oh, we got like 8-ish minutes left. Still got some time.
Yeah, I know, because I know the PS1 installments of the X series definitely, you know, a lot longer.
Yeah. Usually my expectation for, like, the mainline Mega Mans at least, well, depending on which Mega Man, but usually because of where my experience is with them, I'm able to get through, like, all 8 of the basic stages. Not quite as easy to do, though, in the later ones, especially the ones where, like, you get 4 stages, and then you have, like, an interlude stage, and then you have to do the other 4 stages, which I think this is one of those cases. You need to have access to all 8 of them out the gate. Alright, round 2 against Cyber Peacock. That was a flub. Forgot about the homing attacks.
Man.
I don't know if I'm going to be making it through Cyber Peacock's stage in time. Oh well. Oh, you know why? Because I think I picked the wrong weapon anyway. That was Web Spider. Whatever. That's my mistake to make. We'll try to Buster Duel you. Don't regret coming here because I get the easy item pickups. Oh, Phase 2 could be a pain. They're being surprisingly generous in this Phase 1. Oh, shouldn't have said it. Alright, this is where you go into Phase 2. Or do you not have a Phase? You may not have a Phase 2. Ah, damn it. I almost got you down, though. Have a good evening, Zypher. Thanks for hanging around. Okay, I can definitely get Cyber Peacock down, even with only Buster Dueling. Oh, that sucks already. Oh no, we're already doing this. Back. I guess that kind of worked out for me. Maybe not the best, but... Crap. Time to get serious. Yep, that was real serious. Oh, and I would have gotten it too. Damn. I think I'm committing to Cyber Peacock at this point. After that, I should probably start going for weaknesses instead of just going for the pickups. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Hit the button, me. And clobbered by balls! I go along a bit further, and I think this is like right at the boss. At least you don't have to go too far from the checkpoint. Alright, let's... I don't have a full tank of health, but I at least have an understanding of how Cyber Peacock attacks, so that should help me get away with murder. Oh no, we're doing this already. Time to get serious. May not be serious enough, although your health is halfway gone, so, you know. Good sign there.
I may have picked the wrong order to do the bosses.
Oh, I hyper-picked the wrong order as well, don't worry. Damn it. If I had a full tank of health, I would have gotten it on that run, too.
Definitely having fun, it's just, kind of just picked the gut feeling.
Yeah. The X4, like, I know who I start with in X1, 2, and 3. X4 is a lot more of a blind spot, even though I've beaten it before. It's like, X1, you start with Chill Penguin. X2, I start with Wheel Gator. X3 is Blizzard Buffalo.
Man. But I am anyways.
Okay.
Let us sit here.
Yeah, I'll keep going until I run out of lives, but we're also approaching time, so we're gonna be done with this game shortly. Less than a minute left. Alright, got your health about halfway down, so you're probably gonna start doing your missile attack that sucks balls. Or if you want to keep not doing that, nope, here it comes.
Ooh.
Time to get serious.
As much as I like this game, I am gonna have to
Gotcha!
pause because my fingers.
Well, we just hit time anyway. Just in time for me to kill a Cyber Peacock. Alright, and with that, let's have a look at what we played tonight. So, started the night with Wayne's World for Game Boy. Any thoughts on that? My thought is
I
no.
like that one.
My thought is no.
Yeah, pretty much same.
It's not a good game. You just play it for novelty, and that's about it. It's not even that long in a game, so you're not really gonna get your money's worth. And even if it was a long game, I still don't think you would get your money's worth.
Yeah, I feel like I would have to be paid a lot of money in order to, you know, beat that game. But yeah, no, I just
like one of those speedrun bounties.
I don't really have any thoughts on Wayne's World.
No thoughts had empty. Schwing. Alright, game number 2, Sunset Riders for Sega Genesis.
I really did. I like that game as a nice arcadey game. Definitely, I definitely feel like I could play through more of that if I wanted to, and, you know, I had a good time. I definitely had a good time playing it.
Like I say, I would recommend giving the Super Nintendo version a try if you decide you want to pick it up again. Super Nintendo version is generally regarded as the superior one. But I enjoy it. I wish I played more Sunset Riders, just in general, because I know some people who like played a bunch of it as part of their childhood. I never played much of it though, until like later in life. Game number 3, Guru Logic Champ for Game Boy Advance.
I will not let that game beat me.
Yeah.
Oh, stick freeze.
I recommend it. I enjoyed it the first time we had it, and I enjoyed it again.
I feel like it's a nice puzzle game I could just like kind of turn my brain off and go to autopilot in.
And then
Yeah,
suddenly you
pretty
get whipped with, oh god, what the fuck am I doing in this puzzle?
Oh, and trust me, we haven't even seen some of the other types of blocks the game has to offer later on.
I don't doubt that. Game number 4, Pac-Man World Rally for GameCube.
Perfectly competent kart racer.
Game of the year. No, but I actually did enjoy it. Definitely very. I definitely liked it. A very competent racer. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's very adequate. Would be a good goof with friends, but you know, there's other kart racers as well on the GameCube. So I feel like outside of it being Pac-Man, this one doesn't especially stand out. That's where I'm at with World Rally. And lastly, Mega Man X4.
Definitely, I would say one of the best Mega Man X games. Like, it's definitely been a bit since I've like played through it and all that stuff. But my friend loves it a lot, and they're gonna freak the fuck out once I tell them I was playing through it. And they're probably gonna tell me I was playing it wrong.
I mean, we were all playing it wrong, let's be real here. None of us are X4 speedrunners. Hell, I was using a weapon that wasn't doing anything against Cyber Peacock for a second.
Oh,
Alright.
yeah, I do see something in that game, even if I wasn't really able to beat any of the Mavericks.
Yeah, they can be surprisingly tough in this game. Alright, lastly, rankings. We'll start with Ashley.
I'm gonna skip out on this one.
Alright. Move on to Eli.
I think you can already tell what's at the bottom of the list.
It's a pretty safe call.
Honestly, I'll probably be giving number 4 the Pac-Man World Rally. Probably because there's just not much interesting to it. Third, I'm probably just going to go with Sunset Riders. It's perfectly interesting arcade game from the Contra, clearly from the Contra team. Second, Mega Man X4, even if I wasn't very good at it. And third, obviously, for me, is Guru Logic Champ.
Alright, for my list, yeah, Wayne's World's gonna be at the bottom. No surprises there. Fourth is gonna be Pac-Man World Rally. I think my list is just basically more or less the same as Eli's list. Because Pac-Man World Rally, it's fine, but there's not much to it. Sunset Riders, it might have gotten the bump to second place if we were playing the Super Nintendo version, but the Genesis version being inferior, and having played the Super Nintendo version, knowing how much better that one is, Sunset Riders gets third place slot. X4 is going to be second for me, because you can't really go wrong with Mega Man X. Don't look at the later Mega Man X games, but X4 is, like, the last Mega Man X game that people are universally like, yeah, this is a good Mega Man X game. Generally speaking, at least. And then Guru Logic Champ at the top. Surprise, the puzzle game person puts the puzzle game at the top. More at 11. Right, and Roxanne.
As everyone else, I would say Wayne's World is going at the bottom. I liked all the other games. I thought they were really good. So I can only say that Wayne's World was the only game that wasn't, like, you know, good. But for my second to last, I definitely would say, like, fourth. I'm definitely gonna put the puzzle game there. I liked it. Actually, no. It was Sunset Riders. I like it, but I feel like I would have to get more acquainted with it, and yeah, I definitely I did like it, but I do think that it would be a 4th place pick for me. For the puzzle game, I put it at 3 because I did have fun with it. It was nice, turn off your brain and just kind of, do the puzzles fun, and then occasionally be like, oh crap, I gotta actually think now. And then number 2 is Pac-Man World Rally, because I like Pac-Man and I like racing, and it felt like a pretty competent game, and yeah, I definitely did like it. And my number 1 would be at Mega Man X4, but that's just coming from the Mega Man fan.
All right, and that is a wrap for this week. So, what do people have going on that they want to promote? We'll go ahead and start with... Well, Ashley doesn't have anything to promote usually, so we'll move on to Eli.
Honestly, not really much going on by me right now.
Okay. Roxanne, what about you? You got anything going on?
Surprisingly, no, not actually. I mean, a lot of stuff is just mostly just private, kind of projects and stuff I can't really share at the moment. But yeah, no, just not really anything going on.
I getcha. For my part, though, schedule for the upcoming week, we got our usual mystery race over on Smite's channel on Sunday. Tuesday, we're gonna try once again to start Judgment. Wednesday, UFO 50. I didn't get those done last week because I was dead tired from work. But guess what? I don't work until I have a shift tomorrow, and then I work again on my next shift after that's Thursday. So I shouldn't be completely fucking tired from work. So I should be able to play the Judgment and UFO 50 on those days. And then next Friday, we'll be back again with more Retro Book Club and more questionable games. Let's get out of here for the night. We're not going to be rating anybody because I'm going to be going offline for a bit, but we'll be back online for Sunset Riders in Z-SNES. I'm sure that's going to end well for me. And one final thing, because I need to remember to do this more. There we have Patreon. If you want to help support the show, because it would help a bunch, you can do so there. Alright. I'm taking down stream. We'll see you next week for more Retro Book Club, or if you're sticking around, we'll see you in a few minutes for Sunset Riders and Z-SNES. Bye, everyone!
Bye.
Bye-bye.